There we go, 100 Macmillan miles in honour of Gill, who I know will be riding with me today. Charlotte, James and Kai, this one's dedicated to you. There we go, we've reached the canal, so we can... What canal is this?
Leeds, Manchester.
The Leeds-Manchester Canal.
Manchester.
Manchester. So, good progress.
Sorry, Leeds, Liverpool.
Leeds-Liverpool. There we go. So the GoPro's packed in, but recording on my phone. I'm currently in the Shivington Valley. It's very, very lumpy, as you probably see from my face, plodding up the hills. There's Mr. Chris Jones in front, zooming up the hills because of his light frame. Me, Mr. Big Chubby Lump, I'm going much slower, but I will get there, hopefully. Cycling over Rivington Pike Reservoir. All very, very lovely. Nearly halfway there. So, here we go. 64 kilometers in. Not quite halfway, but on our way there. That's it with Chris Jones. Little shot of me on the reservoir. Still feeling quite good, although I could do with a coffee stop. There we go. We've reached the top of Rivington Pike. Tough journey up the road, but we've made it. Nearly halfway there. How are you feeling, Mr. Chris Jones? Hungry. What's wrong here? There you go. Always got something to eat. In the next life, you'll be a proper fat lad like me. In this life, the jeans looked at. There we go. I've actually made it. Well, halfway there. Unfortunately, our path forward seems to have been blocked. Foiled again. Hello? Hello? Mr. Chris Jones calling the workman. Hello? It looks like there is no way through. Halfway round, we've made it to a nice little cheese shop in Wealton. Okay, Wealton. Oh yeah, I'll cheers to that. You might note the very muddy shoes and legs because, apologies for that. Because there was a big blooming big roadblock, so we had to detour down some muddy farmer's tracks, which was not a lot of fun. Not for Chris anyway, because he's not very good off-road. But I was bombing it like a pure boss. Anyway, just checking later. Have a look at this. Okay, yeah. Lovely tea room we're at. Nice little church in Wealton. There you go. There you go. We've officially reached the northernmost point. This is where we start heading south. Into the highway. Okay, yeah, off we go. So this is the home stretch, coming up to the last part of the Rala, a place where I've completed many rides. Gotta say, this one today, 100 miles. There is on the computer there, 100, just coming up to 160 kilometers, which is, so the mathematicians tell me, 100 miles. Tough day, but very, very worth it. Thank you so much to all the people. Oops, the last of the blanket. Coming into St. James's Close. 160 kilometers later, and we've made it. Oh, thank you so much to everyone who sponsored me for this ride. In memory of Gill and in support of Macmillan Cancer.